Just got home from my first Southwest flight after they dropped the ball and made a big change. It's the dumbest business move potentially in my lifetime. Why would you change what works? Why would you piss off people that are loyal? You have a brand, a following, you have a community of people who pick you because you're unique, you're different, you're convenient, you're simple, you're flexible, you're adaptive, you're understanding, you go with the flow, but now you're like everybody else. So I booked my flight, and I had 1F, so front row window, and I was talking to my neighbor, Lindsay, and I didn't board right away, so I'm like, hey, if I paid the upgrade and there's signed seats, there better be bin space. So on my flight to Orlando, there was no bin space, and I'm like, what's going on here? Like, this is supposed to be easier and more convenient and better, right? And I have to go back 7 rows to put my just carry-on bag in. So I ended up talking to the first person I walked on. I go, what's going on here? Don't let me get started about the parking lot people at the airport that want to charge you $20 a day that don't even have enough shuttles to get you to the airport, and they don't have enough parking spots, and that's a whole nother video. So I walk on the plane, and there's nothing different. There's no bigger seats. There's no newer. Nothing's different except pistachios. And I'll bring my pistachios. Go back to the old way. So I go the first person, and they're like, no, you got to put it back or find a spot. So I go halfway to the exit row, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. So what's nice is at least the second flight attendant's like probably knows that this is such a bad business move that she's like, all right, let me go back up front and move some stuff around. So she kept me happy a little bit. So on my return flight, I'm trying to get home early and never use same day standby, which a lot of people say is a great feature. Never use it, so I booked the first flight out. So I get there, and they're like, oh, you now have to pay to upgrade. And I'm like, no, I'm A-list. I have all the credit cards, I have all the status, all the points. And after some back and forth and a phone call or two and 10, 20 minutes of waiting, I finally got upgraded and didn't have to pay, which was nice. But the moral of the story is don't change what works. If you're unique and you offer a service, or you bring your wife roses because Sam's Club delivery on a random Tuesday is better than on Valentine's Day. If you fill up your wife's water at night, don't drop the ball, right? Just do what works. You know what works in your Hi, Mimi. You know what works in your relationships. You know what works at your job. You know what works with your company. So don't change unless you absolutely have to change. All right? Take care. Have a nice day.